TLO, what's poppin'? We are on Twitch. We are not live. Oh, we are live. My bad. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, turn on your post notification bells. Let's continue to grow the family from Chicago to the UK. Right behind me, you see it. Little warning screen just in case it go down. I don't know. Don't forget we are on Twitch. Once again, usernames at the bottom of the screen. And we also got a Patreon where you can go 5 days a week. We post stuff on there that we do not watch on YouTube. This is taking down a Manchester OCG. This is episode 1. I don't know if y'all gonna rock with it. Give me 200 likes. We'll go on to episode 2. Simple as that. We don't get 200 likes. We're not gonna continue. Talk to me.
Copyright disclaimer. Under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Non-profit, educational or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. No copyright infringement intended. All rights belong to their respective owners.
True. Talk to me.
Most murders we detect within a couple of weeks. Investigating organised crime is a different world. A proactive investigation into an organised crime group can take years, and it is inherently more dangerous as a cop.
Greater Manchester, a region in the grip of a powerful and ruthless enemy.
Mossad, Salford, Rochdale. Manchester has always had a gang problem, and it's getting worse.
Rapidly evolving and increasingly beyond the reach of the law, organised crime groups.
I ain't gonna lie, this is looking kind of good. You know what I'm saying? Okay, my bad.
Are now operating at an unprecedented scale.
Gangs like businesses. They are well organised, sophisticated.
Where do you sit in this hierarchy? Where do you sit in this organised crime group?
No comment.
To lead the fight against the gangs, teams led by specialist detectives have been formed.
There's 7 of us on a team. These gangs, you're talking 20, 30 gang members.
For this series, a number of these officers have agreed to be phoned.
Got the supply of over 400 kilos of heroin.
Wherever you have drugs, you have violence.
Tracking a single operation over the course of 2 years. This is the story of the organised crime detectives, tasked with taking down one of Greater Manchester's most sophisticated and notorious gangs.
Adman killer!
You've got to have a certain steel about you. You can't take a backward step.
To properly dismantle an organised crime group, you've got to sever the snake's head.
Looks like I'm watching, what's that show called that we watched? Bang, hold on, let me not think of it. Line of Duty.
When you investigate an organised crime, we often know who the bosses are, but it can wait years for the gang to make a mistake. But when they do, you've got to seize that opportunity.
Hello, police emergency.
Hello, some Asian man's just took my right hand off with an axe. I don't know, can jump over.
Right, listen to me.
Asian man's just took my right hand off.
With an axe?
With an axe. I don't know, can jump over.
Right, listen to me. Has his hand come off completely?
Nearly off, his hand is nearly off.
Right, listen to me. Can you go to him, please?
I can't, there's about 20 lads there who just come, they just had trouble with these lads. So we just turned up in cars, it's just got an axe out.
Okay, just keep me on the phone 2 seconds, we are getting police to you.
Mate, seriously, quick time.
What started as a road rage incident on Rochdale's Newbold estate has escalated into serious violence. A group of tree surgeons who tried to intervene has been attacked by a larger group of men, believed to belong to a major local gang.
Guys, just step out for us, just step out for us. Keep conscious, mate, keep talking to me, right?
One of the workers trying to calm the situation down was hit with an axe. His hand almost...
See, this is what I'm going to tell y'all one more time. I don't care if I'm working. I don't care if I'm witnessing something. I'm minding my business. You see what I'm saying? Not minding his business. It's unfortunate what happened. But not minding your business and just working on what you got to... You don't get paid enough to be intervening in local BS. I'm at work working. They're not finna pay me to lend a hand to something that don't got nothing to do with work. Literally. I didn't mean it like that, but it came off like literally.
Severed.
Cameron, are you still with us, mate?
So can you tell me in as much detail as you can about what happened?
3 weeks later, after being released from hospital, the victim Cameron is interviewed by police.
I think there were 4 or 5 cars turned up, filled with people, and then I pushed myself to the front of the crowd telling everyone to calm down. Just something that made me turn around. But then that's when I saw the axe coming down, that's when I put my hand up.
Watching the interview is a small specialist team of officers, one of 10 dedicated units across Greater Manchester, tasked with combating organised crime groups, or OCGs. The man in charge of the Rochdale team is Detective Sergeant Martin Suter.
I grew up in Rochdale. I've worked here for 26 years, nearly 27. Probably in the particularly last 5 years or so, the level of violence seems to have increased a lot. You will get acid attacks, machete attacks. There's instances where people have been scalped on the street. And almost all extreme violence in the area is linked to gangs. This type of work isn't for every officer.
How do you feel in yourself the psychological effects of all this?
Messed up.
I get it, man. Everybody wants to, you know what I'm saying? But this has a lifelong effect on bro. There's no way that I'm jumping in anybody's business when I'm seeing it's a road rage incident, 5-6 cars pulled up. I'm not pushing myself to the front of the crowd. I'm getting away. What they got going on? Don't even tell me. Don't care. I'm going home safely.
Okay.
I'm not trying to get changed for no reason.
Now classed as an attempted murder, the case has been passed to Martin's team to take to trial. Second in command is Mark Ludkovich.
The axe attack, 17th of October, right in the middle of this gang's power base, Newbold. One of the gang members is involved in a bit of a road rage, very minor dispute. Within 2-3 minutes, the gang have arrived, including Skinner. Drug dealer, he's got lieutenants under him, and he sets about this lad. Punches his lung with the first blow, and then goes to try and axe the lad in the head. Clearly tries to kill him.
So it was a road rage incident with the workers? No, okay. All of what I said about minding my business still stands. But if he was in an incident with them, okay.
Mohammed Skinny Aways has been charged with attempted murder and remanded in prison. He's suspected of...
If I look up and I see 2 cars, 3 cars pulling up on bro behalf, I'm back in the car pulling off. You got it.
being a high-ranking member of one of Greater Manchester's most significant and violent drug gangs, known as the Adam OCG. Martin has been tracking the gang for almost 10 years.
Cameron Brooksbank has tried to be a peacekeeper, going about his daily work, 18 years old, viciously attacked with an axe.
So he was trying to be a peacekeeper. So it was Skinny and them got into a fender bender with some other randoms, and Worker tried to play peacemaker. Huge mistake. Still.
He thought he was going to die. The person who was attacking with the axe has been identified as you. Is there anything you want to say to us, Mammon?
Nothing.
Along with Skinnier Ways, 5 other suspected gang members have been identified and charged with violent disorder and conspiracy to murder. But with the trial several months away, Martin is concerned the victim Cameron is vulnerable to intimidation.
Yeah, bro need witness protection.
Gangs will try and intimidate people. They will try and find you. They will try and bribe you not to give evidence. Because without the victim, there is no case. And this gang is doing the same thing again and again.
These gangs, they run communities. They feed in the communities, and they're massive. You're talking 7 of us on a team. These gangs haven't just got 7 people. You're talking 20, 30 gang members.
And that's a low ball. There's more than that, probably. Dang.
The first hit was on my left-hand side, just under my armpit, which, when the axe went in, it went that far in that she had to yank it back out. It was stuck on the inside of me. And I felt like I'd been punched, but I felt something warm and wet running down my back. I thought, right, I've been stabbed. And then as I turned back round, the axe would say, "We're about here." So I went like that. The axe went through the top of my wrist there, and then it shattered the bone all the way up my arm. I remember everything. I remember absolutely everything.
Man, I ain't even mad at you, bro. Like, you was trying to be a good person. You was trying to do a good deed. But guarantee you, I 100%, he will never, ever go out of his way to be a good Samaritan again. 100%. He had to learn it the tough way, but he won't do that again.
Every single second of that day.
And I hope anybody watching this, I understand the human nature is to want to help. But listen, we live in crazy times. We live in crazy times. If you're not fully built like that or equipped to handle any situation at the time, don't do it. Even if you are equipped to handle the situation. And when I mean equipped, I mean equipped. Don't do it.
The fact that they don't know our address gives you a certain level of security in your mind. And then somebody turned up, one of the lads who was with, and said that the gang had found him, right? And if we went to court, there'll be serious consequences. And to take this £20,000 or 10,000, I can't even remember what it was.
10,000.
The terror, knowing what they'd already was capable of doing.
They pulled up on him?
This will be down to you. This will be your choice. You won't get me forcing you to go to court.
Well, I didn't show any weakness on the day, and I'm not going to show any weakness in January.
Remember, the most important part of this.
Me personally would have took 20 and been like, y'all got it.
Investigation is you. We're not going to forget how brave you were on that day. The victims in this crime were totally innocent members of the public doing their job. They weren't part of a gang. And then the gang chose to attack and attempt to kill. They think they're above the law. They think they can do what they want. But this is a mistake by them, and this might give us the opportunity to take down the whole gang.
Despite tracking the Adam OCG...
I feel like when you're running an OCG, you got to be more careful than that, right? Because they already looking... You got to know you got under surveillance, and they looking for any slip up. And just imagine, the longer you are in power, the longer your reign is going on, they just collected evidence waiting for you to slip up. And once you slip up...
For nearly a decade, Martin is yet to see a senior gang member convicted. But with the axe attack providing a way in, he launches an operation with the aim of dismantling the entire gang.
What is Adam? It's called the Adam OCG because Adam was the name given to their first drug line. It stands for the best drugs around in Rochdale. It stands for you can ring that number and it will get delivered. And where did Adam come from? Sajid is saying, the information is he is the boss of this organised crime group. To look at, you'd think, legitimate business person. No previous convictions, but the intelligence is he is ruthless, he is ambitious, he is a dangerous individual.
The suspected boss of the Adam OCG, Sajid Hussain, is the father of the main suspect in the axe attack. Mohammed Skinny Aways.
Yeah, Skinny was out his body. He'd know better than this.
Let's picture the mansion they live in there. He owns Naz Kebab House, big restaurant. Intel pictures, the money that they're getting from the drugs is going into this.
We know that the Adam line is dealing that line. I'll tell you how we know. 2014, there's an undercover operation and they are dealing to cops. Street dealers from the Adam drug line were caught and convicted. At this point, me and Matt are going, excellent, we've smashed this drug line, problem solved. But the bosses weren't got.
Naive.
That drug line continues and it's expanded. They're busy. And the franchising.
As well as the original Adam drug phone line, intelligence suggests the gang is running up to 15 other lines, meaning they control almost all of the drugs trade in Rochdale.
And from another documentary, we have learned that one line can generate $500,000 a year, $1 million a year. Got 15 of them. It's tough.
It is a business. That business has evolved. It is organised. Just off the Adam drug line from 2014 to the present day, we've got the supply of over 400 kilos of heroin. That's what the Adam drug line have just done. And that is just off one line. And with the drug dealing, money laundering, corruption, people calling people in to kill somebody, kidnapping people. People are too frightened to stand up. We know this. Our objective is dismantle this OCG from top to bottom. This is our opportunity, isn't it? To properly dismantle or disrupt an organised crime group, there's no point in just doing the street dealer or the mid-tier. You've got to sever the snake's head. But to catch and convict the bosses, it is going to be difficult.
Martin.
Yeah, it's going to be having a lot of snitching that's going to have to get done in this.
His team must now gather enough evidence to convince the Crown Prosecution Service to agree charges for all suspected members of the Adam OCG, including the alleged bosses.
Senior gang members almost never get caught with drugs or weapons. But what they might have, if you can get them, is a phone.
Multiple mobile phones were seized from suspected gang members, arrested in the wake of the axe attack.
That's probably going to be cocaine.
The team begins searching through downloads for information and potential
They got
evidence.
everything mapped out.
Skinny. His phone is seized. It's pin locked, but it's been examined by the NCA.
Badman killer!
There's clearly our main boy there with a shitload of money.
Could be 60 grand there,
Yeah.
couldn't they?
Easily.
Yeah, it looked like more than that.
Look here, Skinny. Look here, Skinny.
Jesus Christ.
Searching through Oase's phone, Martin makes a concerning discovery.
Well, we need to find out, identify who this child is.
Look here, Skinny.
He's a kid. What is he? 10, 11-year-old.
How does he know Skinny?
Probably a
The
nephew.
major drug
I'm
dealer
gonna-
in Rochdale.
The video shows an unknown boy in Oase's car.
So this is Reggie Mears' phone that was seized. He's a lieutenant. He works for Skinner.
The team also examines the phone of another suspected gang member, Reggie Mia, who was arrested after the axe attack, but released without charge.
There's just kids on the phone. I mean, look at this. I mean, how old's he? He's not much older than my boy. I mean, what is that all about?
12-year-old in a vehicle, looking directly at the phone that's recorded him, saying, "Skinny, I love you." And second tier here, Reggie Mia. He's a significant member of this OCG. Reggie Mia has got pictures of 2 kids in his car. So what we're going to do? You're going to make everybody aware of it, and more importantly, you're going to get coats on and go and find out what's going on.
It's not looking good, bruv. I don't know what this is all about. This is turning into something I did not even gear up for. I wasn't even ready for this whatever's happening.
Rochdale's got a history of gangs exploiting children. That's well known. Criminals in Rochdale exploiting children. Therefore, it's at the forefront of my mind. So when you're finding that children involved to start off with, obviously it's a worry. Because you know it's happened before. And therefore you're even more determined for it never to happen again.
After police consult with social
Like they're just onto like the grooming type thing situation.
workers, one of the children seen in the phone downloads is identified.
We've got various pieces of evidence and information that people who we believed are part of an organised crime group who were dealing drugs, and part of that dealing involves getting kids to do it for them. We've got a drug dealer's phone with photographs of your son on different occasions over the last 2 years.
Right.
You wanna look at that one for me? And that's concerning for us.
That's really concerning for me.
Yeah. Why have we got known drug dealers in the 20s and the 30s driving round with a young kid in the car who when it started was like 11 or 12?
He's called Reggie. Reggie.
That's one of the names.
Yeah.
Why do you know the name? Who does he say he is?
Reggie. Who's Reggie?
He's a Bengali guy from New World. He's a runner for Skinny Verse. He's a slippery bastard. Slippery bastard. You rich motherfucker.
Told you, a lot of snitching is going to be.
Everyone's drugs go back to sleep. You ain't doing shit right without even knowing.
A drug dealer, suspected of working for the Adam Gang, has been arrested.
Interview with one of Adam gang members, lower tier. He was pretty open with us. I'll let you listen to it.
Talk to me about kids.
I don't want to put it out there like that, but I do think that kids somehow, not as a girl gets groomed, but getting groomed as in elder people are molding kids' minds into do some next shit. Dealers like Reggie, he thinks this is some gangster shit. He just thinks the whole thing he's doing is some madman gangster shit. So if he had a kid running around for him, he'd think, look, I'm older, this is my younger.
So what do you think they do?
To be honest, like when I say grooming, I mean groom as in...
I don't want to, like, it's wrong, but it's common in gang life, even here in the States.
Turn into a dealer as well.
How do you think they're doing that?
Obvious, same way it happens to everyone in it. When I was a kid, I was looking at all these elders thinking, yo, man's got change in his pocket, man's got...
And that is really how it is. In the States, though, like, kids take an interest. They see, like, oh, man, that's... Especially when you in the hood, it's like, oh, man, oh, he got money. How he do it? Let me lock in. Yeah, in the UK, the UK is the first time I ever even heard it, like, sound... Like, the way y'all make it sound, I never heard it sound like that. You know what I'm saying?
Beamer there, and I'm stood here with the football in my hand, what's going on here? So obviously the same way, then you end up chatting to him, then they end up like making out that they're your mate, but you're not your mate.
But we're concerned now, because that's what happened to you. You started on.
Well, I'll be honest with you, should be concerned.
That's incredibly powerful. One of their own explaining to you exactly what they're doing and why they're doing it. Not just guesswork. That's what is happening. That's it, isn't it? That's why they've got to go.
Intelligence from the dealer suggests there is widespread grooming of children to deal drugs by the Adam OCG. As the unit continues to gather evidence of the gang's drug supply network, the operation to identify all of the children being targeted becomes a priority.
My approach to policing has always been, you think there's a problem, you think something's going on, you don't know what it is. You put your coat on, you go out, and you go and ask people.
To discover who the children
now,
are.
no cap though, if you like actively targeting like that is weird. This is weird, 100%.
And how many are involved.
Hello, police.
Martin begins by approaching known users of the Adam Gang's drug lines for information.
How much are you using?
How much am I using? About £5 bags, I think. About 3 or sometimes 4 a day.
3 or 4 a day? That's quite a lot of money up that, doesn't it? Drug lines in Rochdale now have got kids dealing for them. Young kids on heroin lines. We're saying, can anybody help us find out, one, if they are, two, who the drug lines are?
No.
Definitely not, no. These children have got no idea the danger they're putting themselves in. You've got users that can be desperate for drugs, and in their desperation for their addiction to heroin, can use violence themselves. And you've got the threat of the OCG that are capable of extreme violence.
Yeah, they just walk right in there, huh?
With no new names to go on, the team contact local families with children.
Walk right in there, ask a question, see all of that paraphernalia, and just walk out. Because them little nitties are more valuable because they can come to them. Hey, I got questions, you see? Don't forget, man. Don't forget, I know, at least in America, snitches, they get paid. You could be an active informant and get paid. And don't think nitties are anything. There's no honor amongst thieves. They do it to feed they have it, probably.
Children who have been deemed vulnerable to see if they've been approached by the gang.
I asked her for a lighter, and we got off. And they said, do I see some drinks? I said, no. He said, why? He said, you don't want to earn money? I said, no. Just said he's getting chased.
Right, explain the chase to me. What's all about
He said they were jumping out of the car, he said they were careful.
And what they're trying to do?
Right, to give him the class S to run. And the guy pulled up there telling me to jump in, and I said, no, I'm not jumping in that.
Do you know who they were?
No.
Were they from Newbold?
I told him to catch him anyway.
I understand your anger. I need to know who those people are, if you know. What on earth is going on here?
Yeah, nah, that's pulling up, talking about getting the car, like, that's weird. That's weird. That's 100% weird. It ain't done the same. It's not the same. I don't know the process here, but it's that is weird. But I also think what is weird is borderline police going to the door and sitting on the couch and you need to tell me. That's weird too. I'm 12. You want me to tell you and put myself at risk when I really don't know that I'm kind of putting myself at risk by even you being here? That's also weird. But for you to crack your case and for you to get accommodations and medals and rankings, and that's weird too. But you know, people gonna look at it. Oh, well, lesser of two evils. I mean, hey, whatever. Leave the kids alone. Them particular kids said no. That's it.
They see him as easy pickings. Any issues last night or today? Maybe we need to get an account off you. What do you think about that?
After speaking to multiple families, Mark finds a mother who agrees to bring her son into the station to give an account of his experience.
How old are you now?
12.
12. You're not in any trouble, but I can see you're a bit worried, a bit nervous. Alright. We know full well that you got given a weed number off Reg, yeah?
Yeah. Somebody took the other day.
Okay. Is he still dealing?
Obviously.
Is it?
What did they ask you to do?
Ask you to what?
So,
Still what?
clock.
How do you know it was crack? Did they ask you to sell?
My son.
H, appreciate the gift of sub.
You seen it? What's it look like?
Why some rocks?
White, it's in rocks. So what did he do? Just how did you see it?
Because it was by the rock.
Right.
And heroin.
Age, appreciate the gift of sub
How'd you know it's
again.
heroin?
It's brown.
When you say bagging up, what do you mean by bagging up?
I put it in loads of foils, grabs, and putting them in big lumps.
Right.
The thing is, I feel like the mom knows, or maybe the mom fully doesn't know, but like the mom is like, no, I will not have my kid doing this type of stuff. You're going to go down to the police station and tell them what they need to know. Not really knowing that this kid knows a lot. He knows what H look like. He knows what bagging up is. He knows some stuff. So he sat in, he's talked. He's done. He's in with them. So, do you know that these cops are gonna use this in court? Like they're gonna use this in court, and y'all are gonna be named on some paperwork possibly. Do they? I wonder if the police tell them that up front. Curiosity.
What else did they have with them when they were doing it? Do you know?
A big machete.
A big machete. Be honest now, and be really honest. Were you frightened of them?
Honestly, it just staggers me. Not all of it. All of it.
As long as the police, which I know is, it's a rough ass. If they keep them safe, you know what I'm saying? But I just don't believe that they will. You know what I'm saying? I don't believe that some type of intimidation or some type of, you know what I'm saying? They might have to go to the council and ask for rehousing or something. You know what I'm saying? Some.
I'd not heard of children being used to deal heroin. It describes people bagging up, being approached to bag up, difference between crack cocaine, heroin, all the different drug lines, just like it's normal. And it's not normal.
Chicago's free enterprise. I've seen people as young as 11 doing it. Traveling. So. And this was 10 years ago. So continue to.
I think when you're dealing with children that are being exploited, it's probably as hard as it gets. They don't realise they're being exploited. These children think that these people are their friends, but all you are to these drug dealers is how they can distance themselves from going to prison.
That's
they
facts.
Can groom you, exploit you, and get you dealing their drugs because it's less risk for them.
I just feel like we need to figure out a different word for it, though. You know what I'm saying? I don't think groom is... Because groom is so many other... It could be punched in so many other different sentences and scenarios that are much more... Like, this is... Dang. But it could be punched into another sentence that is... What the... You know what I'm saying? Like that. Like, I just feel like they should figure out another terminology for it. I've said this before. Like, I feel like that word in particular is crazy.
The unit logs each child targeted by the gang on the National Crime Agency's victim register. Yet the full scale of the grooming remains unknown.
So what we've got is a young lad. The message I've got is he was moving some drugs.
Mark has received a call from another woman who believes her son has been dealing drugs.
I'd be cool with just like manipulating. Because that's what it is also. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're manipulating you. You're manipulating kids into doing their doings. I feel like that is more.
For the Adam OCG.
So he started like talking to us over social media. We went, I've got a few jobs if you ever want to make a bit of money. So it was like,
that might just be me though. I don't know.
Alright, what is it? And he said, just dropping off a few E6. And they introduced me to another guy. I've got a few jobs if you ever want to make a bit of money. So it was like, alright, what is it? And he said, just dropping off a few E6. And they introduced me to another guy, which was actual drug dealing.
How old were you then?
13. And he said, would you drop this package off? And I was like, alright.
What have you been asked to sell then?
I've been asked to sell weed and cocaine and that.
Okay.
Yeah. And he said, go tell them and then come back, tell them when you've run out.
This guy that's the dealer?
There's a big group of them, main dealers.
Right.
And was there in line. And there was a big group of us lads who used to do it for me. We were all from different schools, make a lot of profit.
How did he know about the name that the task force gave it, and it hasn't even been? It hasn't been busted. It was busted, wasn't it? That was the first line. Okay, he might know.
What can we do you think can make you safe?
I don't even know if I'm being honest, because who they work for, it's not just them. There's a lot of other people, so I never know if these lot of other people could come after me.
So, I want you to write down how many kids you know, similar age to you, might have been dealing. That's quite a lot of people that you've written down there, isn't it? There are moments in investigations when you realise the scale of the problem is much bigger than you initially thought.
With the information that up to 40 children have been groomed to sell drugs by the Adam Gang, Martin and the team step up the operation to find and safeguard every child targeted by the OCG.
30 to 40. That's a lot. It is a lot. And think about it. That's 30 to 40. Dude, no. The next person might know this many. The next person.
Gangs are trying to get kids to do stuff. If they do, tell your mum or tell me. This car's parked outside an address that she used to bagging up for the Adam line. It's this one here. It's young. Just watch it now. See how he passes something in. There's no other thing that he's passing apart from drugs there.
You've been effectively groomed. This is not low-level drug dealing. This is high-level, organised drug dealing. These are nasty, violent people. We're here to make sure that you're safe and your family is safe. It might be that you're not aware of how deep you're into this.
What's this bag? Gucci bag. Someone's giving you a bag worth £250 for nothing. See, in my mind, working in a drug team, give you a drug bag to put drugs in. Because every drug dealer I've dealt with in the last 12 months, I've had one of these.
I'm a criminal.
No, you're not a criminal. It means that we think that people are trying to get you to deal.
Oh my days. With the help of some...
There's a common theme. I don't want to be rude. There's a common thing. That every household that they've been in so far, what's the common denominator? I'm going to let y'all try to figure it out. What's lacking in the household? I'll give y'all another 5 seconds, man. Yeah. It's a sad realization. There's no father there. And you know, mom, single mom, it's not her fault. She's at work. She's trying to provide. You know what I'm saying? Things are going to slip through. It's just crazy that got to be a main priority, though. You know what I'm saying? I know it's hard, though. I know it's hard for...
Social workers, the unit identifies an initial 16 children, some as young as 11, who they think have been groomed by the Adam Gang to deal drugs. But they still believe the true number is much greater.
I am Adam. I'm evolving my business. Not we've all realised now. Why are we taking the chances? Why don't we just take all the money? Get some little kid that knows no difference, we'll target him. They'll buy drugs off us, we'll select the best one, we'll make them little gangsters. And what I'll do then, I'll put them on the shot line. These are victims of modern day slavery. Unless we stop this, they have won.
Salute to H. That's a third sub. That's the third gift of sub. Appreciate you.
As the unit continues to gather evidence of child exploitation, one of the boys they believe is at risk is reported missing.
Right, we're going to crack on, guys. It's been a bit fast.
Is this one of the boys that y'all talked to?
Paced and busy this morning. 14-year-old male, missing from home, which was reported to us yesterday by his mum. Been missing for 2 days.
He's on county lines.
A force-wide alert has been issued.
Mum contacted our Challenger team, extremely upset. Martin briefed me around some changing factors in relation to this child, hence the reason why we are now more concerned.
Did y'all talk? Is this one of the kids they
Police have intelligence that 4 weeks earlier the boy stole a vehicle allegedly belonging to the Adam Gang.
About a month ago, he and 2 others, they steal a car, and potentially there was £56,000 worth of cocaine in the car. The owner rings up 14-year-old, basically that they want the car back, and if not, he's going to kill his mum. Okay, can we conduct house to house at the neighbouring houses just to see if they can offer any information? If we're keeping an open mind, he could be at risk of child criminal exploitation by the gangs. He could be dead, he could be kidnapped. My worry is he's a 14-year-old child, isn't he? So the main objective really is preservation of life.
Y'all gotta move fast.
The boy is classed as a high-risk missing person, and the unit begins searching for him across Rochdale.
Can you monitor, please, as a high-risk missing? Yes, well, some Dale Street.
Questioning people he's known to associate with.
Where's he hanging out, do you know?
You know, Oldham Road, where all the shops are.
Like takeaway and all that, yeah.
Around them shops.
Is there anyone in there?
No.
Yeah, we checked that area that they told us there's no one knocking about.
Mark joins the search, bringing the child's mother with him.
You know, you should have run me a few weeks ago when you thought you were getting involved in shit, because I might be able to stop that happening. I don't need your young son to be the next exploited child.
Yeah, I just scared that they've done some awful something.
No, that's what we're going to find him for, isn't it? We're going to do our best.
Hey, no, I'm still in police thing. Listen, can you remember that car that you took with that drugs in the back? What were they called? Can you remember them names? Who? Kinney Avez? Skinny Avez? Have you heard of him?
Skinny again? Skinny is too active to be the main person's father. I mean, son.
Who told her it's Skinny Oasis?
Who told us it was Skinny Oasis?
Right, just very quick, I'm just going to have to do the rounds and then drop her off. The 56 grand in the back of that car, the drugs, was Skinny Oasis drugs.
With the new information that drugs in the stolen car belong to Skinny Oasis, concerns for the missing boy's safety intensify.
Yeah, you know, if it was Skinny,
You
that'd
get
be
certain
like
kids,
crazy.
certainly in the Rochdale area, that are already involved in petty crime. They're nicking cars, shoplifting, the streetwise. But Adam pretty much runs Rochdale. You're in their way, they won't discriminate. They will hurt you.
Somehow they managed to work out where drug dealers are stashing drugs in cars. We could have dozens of addresses, we could check looking for him. We've checked, obviously. His mum said he's been hanging around with the Morse and he's not been seen for 2 days. By his parents.
What's our gut feeling then?
Our gut feeling is that he's in a world of shit.
Oh, was he do that pink?
Yeah, it's not looking good.
Listen, I need you to be calm for me, because if I need to ring you, I need you to be calm on the phone so I can understand you.
Okay.
Let me go and do my job now, all right? Let me try and find him where he is. It's Mark Lukovic from Cops. You all right?
Mark calls one of the boy's friends he knows from the Newbold estate.
Chilling on Newbold, as usual. No? Yeah, no one is. I need you to do me a favour, big time, all right? All I've got to do is see him. He's not been seen for 3 days, so you can imagine the shit that's causing and the shit storm that's being caused. His mum is absolutely in bits here, right? Now, if I need to find him, I'm going to cause a lot of pain for a lot of people, all right? So I'm doing it decently now. You don't need my attention on anybody, do you? Once I've seen him, I make sure he's all right, I'm done. I'm out of everyone's lives. Right, good. Well, make sure you try and find out where he is and send him home. All right, and then that's the end of the matter. Sit tight. All right, we'll sort it. Ring me anytime. Listen, anytime you ring me. All right?
That'll work. I hope we get to find him by the end of the episode, though.
All right, love.
I said, I hope we get to find him by the end of this episode, man. We're at 40 minutes in and it's 57 minutes, 17 minutes left.
See you now. They've got him.
Oh, they got him. All right.
It's a couple of streets away.
After nearly 3 days in hiding, the boy has returned home.
Tell me whether he's secure.
But Mark is still concerned about his safety, and a member of Rochdale CID is sent to bring him into protective custody.
Has he been explained to him what's going on? We're concerned, obviously, that you've been missing for 2 days now, and you've been classed as a high-risk missing. We're concerned for your safety, and we need to find out what the sort of threat that there is to you.
Yeah, man. The reality of it is he stole their car. It had X amount of money, X amount of stuff in it. He probably gave it back. But the trade-off was, man, you did this, you put me in this situation. You can at least do county lines for me. That was probably how that conversation went, and that's probably what he was doing until I feel paid back for the inconvenience. That's probably how that went.
But mate, you're causing your mum some drama, aren't you? You've never been missing before? You've been involved in any criminality while you've been away?
No.
Pardon?
No.
Okay, you've been the victim of any crimes?
No.
Okay. I'll be honest, people are chasing you because of some of the shit you're doing, right? And some of the people you might be upsetting and rubbing up the wrong way, thinking you're some sort of homie. We believe you're in danger, and we believe this danger might be a threat to your life. Right? And what I'm saying is, your mum needs you as well, don't she? because you look after her, because you're on your own with her. Don't get upset on me here now, right? Do not get upset on me, right? Because you've done the right thing. And I'll tell you something, anyone comes after you or your mum, I'll go through the front door.
Sounds good. Sounds good. But let's be realistic. I don't think he should be saying stuff like that because that's... I'm sure his heart is in that, but his physical body is not going to be present at all times to be... You know what I'm saying?
Neither the stolen car nor the drugs are recovered, though police suspect they have been returned to the gang. But believing there is still considerable risk to the boy and his family, they are moved to a new address outside of the area.
Oh, dang, they actually do be moving them, okay.
This organised crime gang was responsible for trying to kill somebody on the street with an axe. Busy drug line in Rochdale, and the same gang is responsible for the exploitation of children. At that point, there is no option. From top to bottom, whole gang's got to go.
After 12 weeks investigating the gang's drug network and suspected exploitation of children, Martin believes he has enough evidence to warrant a mass raid.
Just keep it dead simple. I would start with Adam. This is a true story. Right.
The team creates a timeline, combining recent information with years of intelligence about the Adam OCG.
What is the business we're talking about?
Drug deal.
Family business is drug dealing. What a statement. Right. The boss.
For the first time, Martin believes he has a trail of evidence that leads all the way to the top, giving the unit grounds to arrest the Adam OCG's senior members, including Reggie Mia, suspected of drug dealing and child exploitation.
Key Lieutenant, distribute the drugs to street dealers who distance themselves by engaging children to deliver drugs.
There it is. That's the good term. Exploitation. That's fitting.
Sajid Hussain, the alleged boss.
Sajid Hussain, head of the Adam OCG, Hussain arranges for money to be laundered or sent abroad.
And his nephew, Iktisham Abid.
Shah, he's in charge of the Class A.
25 kilos of heroin. Iktisham's fingerprints were recovered. You are building a story, for want of a better word, with literally hundreds and hundreds of bits of information to show the totality of that criminality. You're talking about behaviour from a group of organised criminals going back 9 years. This is an organised business. What you do is you source the drugs, you advertise them. Example, text message, text message, text message, text message.
Their hold on the area has developed to the point where a minor traffic dispute leads to an attempted murder.
Because that's it, that's chapter 1. Happy days, nearly there.
And that's the craziest part of it all. Bro and them thought they was really moving so crazy that they made little minor mistakes. That traffic jam where he got into it with dude and almost cut his hand off, like, imagine if he would have just let that slide. Just letting that slide, it wouldn't be this deep right now. And this is where dumb criminal, like, this is where it be coming in for me, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, things that attract police, you should stay away from. If you're dealing, you should stay away from any type of violence that's gonna have the police, like, zeroed in on you. We watch that in every TV show. You should know better. That's the power trip, though. That's ego.
So each one of those animals are part of the Adam OCG. Supply Class A drugs, exploitation, violence, and money laundering. And I've got billions where I know people are buying drugs off them.
I can't believe that this is just ultimately one OCG, isn't it, really? It's amazing.
With the commanding officer's approval, the file is passed to the CPS to consider appropriate charges. A date is set to arrest 18 suspected members of the Adam OCG.
I really hope this gets 200 likes because I really would like to watch the other episode, but I also don't want to waste y'all time or mine. 200 likes, please. Town hall at 5 a.m. Oh man, they gonna get them all at once. Look how many police here.
It's our intention to arrest 18 offenders today from the Adam OCG, from the bosses to people working on the streets. The Adam OCG has been the busiest drug line in Rochdale since around about 2010. It's changed over recent years though. They're franchised, so it's not just one line, it's 15 lines that the bosses own. And more than that, we've heard about children exploitation. Kids of the age of 11 to adults are being forced to work on these lines. If you're old enough, I'll recruit you, I'll groom you, and I'll put you on a heroin line.
We're dealing with organised criminals today, criminals who use violence and exploit people across Rochdale. Rochdale's a town that, unfortunately, over recent years, for reasons that you're all aware of, hasn't had the best of press. Day in, day out, we work to put that reputation behind us and learn from the past.
From a position on the Newbold estate, Martin coordinates simultaneous raids.
We're in. We stay to one side. Who else is here with you?
On the homes of each suspected gang member.
Police! Who else is in, mate? Need everybody. You're under arrest. Organised crime, modern slavery.
Yeah, we have our target arrested. Cab transport, please.
That modern slavery is that is a tough charge. Yeah, they can pin that on you. They're going for the top name.
Excellent.
Amongst those arrested is Reggie Meir.
Just confirm your name for me. Richard Meir.
It's confirmed, Sarge.
The suspected lieutenant, who had photos of children police believe were being exploited on his phone.
So you're under arrest on suspicion of supplying Class A drugs and also being an active member of an organised crime group. Do you understand that? Thank you. I got it, bro.
Got Reg Meir.
Ali Asghar Khan, you're under arrest, okay? On suspicion of Section 45 of the Serious and Organised Crime Act.
Also arrested is Ali Asghar Khan, thought to be running one of the main Adam gang drug lines.
Just give us a minute.
18 people. You think all 18 gonna do some time?
Did it get sergeant?
Not gonna lie, in the earlier they had dude in the interview, somebody was snitching. They all doing time. Because a lot of people gonna get to snitching.
A separate unit has been dispatched to the house of suspected gang boss, Sajid Hussain.
Sajid? You're under arrest under section 45. Serious crime act. The arrest is necessary for prompt and effective investigation. Sajid?
Yes.
You hearing me?
Yes.
Put this light on, alright? Yeah, did you hear everything I said to you? You understand that you're under arrest? Okay, and you've been cautioned. Yeah? Alright. Right.
Yes, confirmed entry gain, target and...
This might be the main dude that get to, you know what I'm saying? He the boss, he might be taking deals. I'm not saying nothing, I'm just guessing. There's 2 more episodes.
We've got Sajid Hussain.
Searched. I'll ring you back in 1 sec. Sweet.
Yes.
I think we've got them all.
The 18 suspected Adam Gang members are brought into custody to be interviewed.
It's not looking good, bruh.
The team begins to log hundreds of exhibits seized from the houses of the suspected OCG members.
3.5 kilos of cannabis. 15 grams worth of gold. And a respirator that's commonly used when you're cooking up drugs.
Including cash, drugs, and cars.
To be an OCG, they had all of this stuff at the crib.
Audi R8. Looking what, 120, 130,000 pounds worth of a car.
Smarter than that.
Good to go. All I've got to do is interview him.
You're gonna get a whole bunch of no comments and like 4 people snitching.
What can you tell me about the Adam line?
No comment.
Keep walking.
We know that the Adam line is making a lot of money. Are you dapper?
No comment. Your street name is Reggie. You are part of an active OCG, and you work for Isham Abid.
No comment.
Sajid Hussain's nephew, Iktisham Abid, has also been arrested. With Skinnier Ways remanded for the axe attack, Sham is now thought to be second in command.
Isham Abid, you are the main person running the Adam line. All the runners deal for you. You're a violent individual, you collect rents for drug lines, you demand a cut on the drugs sold, and you use children to deal drugs. If that's wrong, then tell us.
No comment.
Got a statement saying that you sell drugs to these kids. Is there anything that you want to say?
No comment. There were 3 photographs of 12-year-old boys on your phone. There's a lot of evidence. Statements, phone work. You exploit children, Medjo. You are clearly associating with high-ranking members of an organised crime group. Is there anything that you want to tell us?
No comment.
Sajid? Sajid?
Swear button.
Next in interview is Sajid Hussain.
Okay. Do we got enough time? Okay, they gonna give it to us? Pause.
This, by our reckoning, is the big dealing enterprise within Rochdale and likely for some distance around the area. My understanding is the drugs business was run between your son, Mohammed Awais Sajid, and your nephew, Tisham Abid. And the proceeds of criminality have been through your businesses. Is that correct? You know, in a 20 East on Naz restaurant, we know from looking in your notebook, there's an outlay of £108,000 there. Where's the money coming from? No comment.
Is that restaurant still
Where
open?
do you sit in this hierarchy? Where do you sit in this organised crime group?
No comment.
Okay. Everybody no commenting, huh? That they showed us.
The Crown Prosecution Service has been reviewing the team's file of evidence against the Adam Gang and has come to a decision about the proposed charges.
Nah.
So that's the one where he's resigned, but
That no comment. That's crazy.
Fuck's sake. They refused to look at it. CPS with this has said, nah, full call, don't care what you say.
Yeah.
Given the intricacies of the case and multitude of alleged crimes, the CPS has asked for more evidence before they will agree charges against the suspected gang members.
Obviously a complex case.
Somebody talking about my piece of string. First of all, this is my hair. My hair is in my face. You like me to remove it? I got you.
Case involving one organised crime, and they're all interlinked family members, and it involves human trafficking, supply Class A drugs, Section 45 Serious Crime Act. So no.
All 18 suspects must now be released back into the community.
And look at here, y'all fronted y'all move. So now they're gonna tighten up.
Tell me about it. It's a nightmare, isn't it?
Hello, is it Mr. Sajid Hussain? Yes. So we're gonna.
Everybody said no comment. They ain't really have enough. CPS said it.
Be bailing you. Conditions are being imposed to prevent you from committing offences whilst you're on bail, and also to prevent you from interfering with witnesses and/or otherwise obstructing the course of justice. Do you understand that?
Yeah. Oh, bro, knows. That's tough.
Is it Rijal? Yeah. We're going to bail, yeah? You to report to Rochdale Police Station each Tuesday and Sunday between the hours of 12 noon and 3 p.m. You have to surrender your passport. You are not to be in the company with any person under the age of 18. It's important that you adhere to these conditions. If you don't, they'll come looking for you.
Gotta do some more leg work. It's not looking good, bruv. It's not looking good, bruv. Alright, man. 200 likes if y'all want episode 2 for me, at least. TLO, leave a like, comment. I'm gone.